Hello everyone, this is Dr. J and welcome back to the channel. I had several comments on the past couple videos about how my voice sounds like a airline pilot, so I thought I would start it off with a little airplane announcement sound and see how that goes. Historically, I'm a surgeon. I'm not an audiologist, but before I underwent training to become an ear, nose, and throat surgeon, I was actually a flight surgeon for the Air Force. And as a part of that, I was rated air crew, and I was able to fly quite a bit in air refueling tankers, and that was really cool to see that. But I'm not a pilot, and never have been. I probably never will. I think it would be a lot of fun, but I enjoyed the reference that I do sound like an airline pilot, and I get that. This first ear that we're working with here, very moist, very sticky impaction, and it's sticky and impacted all the way around. All surfaces are very sticky, and when I first started with this side, it was all the way to the outer part of the ear canal. And as you see here, I'm just lifting up on the bottom part of the canal, and then I'll work towards the top part of the canal. Eventually, we're going to get this free, and we're going to wind up using a lot of Colace as a part of this process, and trying to sneak around, trying to get some lubrication between the sticky plug and the skin of the ear canal. So we're utilizing a Fraser suction here. This is a number 7 suction, and even with my biggest suction that I have for the ear, it's still it's not being very cooperative. And you'll see me apply a lot of Colace here once I develop a plane and lift up the edges in and around the plug. Here I'm working on the back side of the ear canal, or what would be the posterior portion of the ear canal. We will apply a little bit more Colace here in just a moment and continue to work with it. And some of it's coming off in the suction, little bits and pieces at a time, but these small fragments will take forever. So as we continue to work with it, the goal will be to have it come out in one piece. If it continues to come out in these small pieces, then it gets very frustrating, not only for the patient, but for the person doing the procedure. Here we are working on the very top portion of that plug, and you can see here it's just, you want to find those edges, and that's going to be your only saving grace in this scenario, is to find the edges and then lubricate those edges. And then hopefully, eventually, that lubrication is going to get all the way down all sides, and then it'll start to slide out, as you'll see here just in another minute or so. Now, regarding the pilot voice comments, I'm not offended at all. In fact, I find it very complimentary. I've always admired people who can take those big airplanes and fly them around and get us to our destination safely. I think it's an awesome occupation, and I've taken care of a lot of pilots over my time. Obviously, if they've got ear problems, right, or hearing problems, that can really interfere with a pilot's job. Eustache tube dysfunction and so forth. This is what's called a Tragal pumper, that little piece of cartilage that sits in front of your ear canal. If you guys remember the Reebok pump, those tennis shoes with a little pump on the tongue of the shoe, that's kind of what we can use the tragus for. If we get those drops in there and we just want a little bit of pumping action trying to get it deep, you can sit there and just kind of push on that tragus, and that'll work as a pumping action as that liquid gets distributed down into the deeper parts of the canal. Fine, and we get some movement on that plug. It starts to come out. Now, from the outside of the ear, we're going to reach down there and grab that plug, now that it's not sticky anymore. And there it is. And it's not a cylinder, right? It's a very thin canal. You can see by the shape of that plug, it was more of a wafer versus an oval formation. So the second case, very different in the quality and the type of earwax. For this particular person, it's not very hairy, but what you'll see is it's very dry. Now the wax on the outside portion of this person's ear is fairly normal. It's not bad. It's a decent consistency. It suctions up very easily, but if this wax gets pushed into the deeper parts of the ear canal where it doesn't belong, and then it's going to dry out in this particular circumstance, and then it's going to get caked on. As you see here, with this little wafer of cerumen has been pancaked and smashed up against the ear canal wall, and then it dries out, and then it becomes almost like stucco or plaster on a wall. And sometimes that leading edge is very, very thin, and so it's a very fine line between the ear canal skin and the wax plug. Here we are using the right angle. It wasn't lifting up from the front, so we're going to just drop the right angle right on its backside, lift it forward, and roll it out. And once it's out front, then it's much easier to get a hold of. And then we go to the back, and you can see a much bigger plug, and we're right in front of the eardrum here, so we're just tucking that right angle between the wax plug and the tympanic membrane. And we're just going to start rocking it forward. Now you can imagine this is a hard plug, and so as you're rolling it out, you want to be gentle and move it slowly and gently, because the patient will feel those edges along that as you manipulate it through the ear canal. Here we go. We're able to get a good hold of it and drag it out of the ear, and there's that big plug that was sitting right on top of the eardrum, or at least very close to it. And again, the wax doesn't go that deep on its own. This was pushed in with Q-tips. Remember that the earwax is formed on the outer parts of the ear canal, and the only way it's going to get in that quantity that deep is if it's pushed in there, most commonly Q-tips. Sometimes bobby pins, sometimes hearing aids, although hearing aids don't usually go as deep as that plug was. Here I got some little dry crusties in there. Now the good thing about this, once that big plug is removed, and we're just going to do a little bit of touch-up in the ear canal, but the good news is this, with some proper drops, this is not going to happen again. Also, educating them on to not Q-tip very deep, that will also prevent this from building up. And with the eardrops, the skin and the earwax in there will be nice and thin and lubricated, and will migrate out of the ear canal on its own. His ear canals aren't very hairy, so there's not much there that's going to inhibit that normal and natural flow of the skin and the earwax out of the ear. Now here we are in the patient's other ear, and same scenario, dry skin, and it's caked on, and it's been compressed up against the ear walls. So create a little gap with a smaller instrument, and then we're able to grab a hold of it with alligator forceps. And here's this piece here. That's a decent sized chunk coming out. And that was mostly on the back and bottom wall of the ear canal, but as we go back in, there's more. This plug is a little firmer than the first one, and I just touched it with the suction to see what kind of texture it was that it was exhibiting, and it was hard and stiff. And so in that scenario, the suction's not going to work because the surface is stiff. There's no way for the suction to actually grab a hold of it. So you're going to have to use rigid manipulation to get this remaining plug out. And so with the right angle, we were able to turn it just enough that we could grab a hold of it with the alligator forceps. And here's the last plug coming out. And those were both in the same ear on the left side. Pretty large impaction, and most of it dry. Now going back in the ears, just a little touch-up work, a couple little pieces here and there, a little bit of a skin peel deep into the anterior sulcus here, and then and that'll be it. Put them on proper drop regimen, and then they're good to go. This is Dr. J. On behalf of my channel, I would like to thank you for flying with me today. Please make sure your seat backs are upright and trays are locked and stowed. We will be arriving at our destination shortly. Aircrew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.